Hi, I'm going to read to you this story, which is called My Butterfly Bouquet. And it's about a little girl who comes out of hospital and is still not feeling very well. And it's the middle of winter and everything's a bit grey and horrid and she's not very happy. Anyway, you'll see what happens. My Butterfly Bouquet, with absolutely lovely pictures from Hanna Peck. Hello Hannah, we've never met in person. One day soon, I hope, when all the current nonsense is over. Anyway, here we go. When I came out of hospital, it was winter. There were no flowers in the garden, no colour. Dad said, "I'll take you where we can find a bunch of colours, a whole bouquet of them." And there she is, sitting covered with a blanket, looking very sorry for herself. And there's Dad suggesting a trip. Let's see where they go. Dad's bouquet was inside a big glass house where the air was warm and steamy. It shimmered with bright colours, swirls and spots and stripes. Looking closer, I could see eyes and legs and antennae and lots of wings. What are we going to see? Oh, look! Butterflies! They dipped and danced in all directions, so you couldn't tell where they'd go next. "That makes them difficult to catch," said Dad. "There are lots of things that like to eat a butterfly." When they landed, they were hard to see. Their folded wings looked just like leaves or bark, but some had spots that looked like eyes and made me jump. "I bet that would scare a hungry bird away," Dad said. Some butterflies stood out even when their wings were folded. "Wouldn't those get eaten up?" I asked. "They've got a different trick," Dad said. "They're poisonous and their bright colour is a warning that means, 'Don't eat me.'" Butterflies were everywhere. They fluttered round the flowers and feeders, unrolling their long tongues like straws to suck up sweet nectar. One landed on my hand. It tickled. "Its feet are tasting you," said Dad, "to see if you're good to eat or if you're the sort of leaf where it would lay its eggs." Of course, I tasted wrong, so it flew off. We searched for eggs. They were really hard to find. Some were all alone and some in little clusters. Each kind of butterfly had laid its eggs on a different sort of plant. So when the tiny caterpillars hatch out, Dad said, they have their favourite food to eat. That's pretty clever, isn't it? We found some caterpillars too. We watched for ages, but all they did was eat. "Eating is their job," said Dad. "Eating and growing." Some of them were massive. Look at that big stripy one there. One really big one was wrapping itself up in fine white threads to make a little silken sack. "It's making a chrysalis," said Dad, "so it can change into a butterfly." I didn't see how something like a caterpillar could grow wings and fly, but Dad explained that inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar's body breaks into tiny pieces and then reforms. It's like a Lego house broken into bricks and rebuilt to make a palace. butterfly began to crawl out of its chrysalis. He looked all wet and crumpled, but slowly its wings stretched out. They began to shimmer, and we watched it fly away. Look at that. Outside, the sky was grey and dull, and I felt ill again. "It's weeks to go till spring," I grumbled. But Dad just smiled and said, "That gives us lots of time to get our garden ready." Around the edges of the garden, we left the weeds to grow, to give caterpillars food to eat. Then we chose plants that would make flowers with lots of nectar. A feast for butterflies, Dad said. So look, there they are, planting things in pots and getting ready. Planting them was hard work, but I was getting stronger every day. And gardening is really good exercise. At last, spring came, and one sunny afternoon, a butterfly arrived. There we go, look at that, isn't that fab? One arrived, and then another, and then 3 more. Oh, it's summer now, and Dad says that I am blooming like a flower and growing like a weed. Every day we sit together in the garden in the middle of our very own bouquet of butterflies. Just look at all those butterflies. And the butterflies in this country, in the UK now, the ones that have overwintered, have slept all through the winter, are beginning to wake up. I found 2 in the garden yesterday. And pretty soon the earliest ones to hatch out, the ones that overwinter as chrysalises or eggs, will be waking up too. And so by the time we get to April, there'll be maybe 3 or 4 different kinds that we can see on the wing. If you plant up your garden with flowers with nectar, the sort of flowers that butterflies like, you will get butterflies in your garden and you'll get bees. And so you'll be doing your bit to support all those insects that have been so hard hit by chemicals that we human beings have used and by the way we've destroyed their habitat. So you can make a big difference even with a little garden by making your very own butterfly bouquet. Have a lovely day. Take care.